is up, guys? Phoenix here, and welcome back to part 4 of what I believe to be our Bakugo Katsuki pixel art tutorial. So I know in the last part I did have an error fixed, so we did get that corrected, so everything in the frame should be fine now. But now we have to do some of the inner separation, which whether it be the top of the hair, the eyes, and even some of the shirt stuff down below. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the top left part of the middle face, right? The middle part of the face. You see how we have this U part of the jawline? When we come all the way up onto the left side, we have these two dirt blocks that I marked out for you. And we're going to work with the right side, just so that we can get the differentiation of his hair and his face separated. So let's go to this block right here. And what I want to start off by doing is just going up and to the right, 4 singles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, just like that. And at some point we are going to jump in and try and do some of the eyeballs and stuff like that, but I just want to get the hair done. We're going to do the shading last, of course, but this is still some of the spikes of his hair that needs to be done. Anyways, from there we're going to go up and to the right, 2 vertical, 1, 2. Place some blocks to the right, go up and to the right, 2 flat, 1, 2. Up and to the right, 2 flat again, 1, 2. Except for this one, what we're going to do is go to the right block in it, and we're going to put 1 above it and 2 below. 1, 2. From there, we're going to go down and to the left, 4 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4. And actually, before we continue with this, is from that one on top that we put right here, we are going to mark it so we can come back to doing that later, because there are stuff that we need to build above. It's just I'm ignoring it for now, but we can drop back down to the 4 vertical we just placed and go to the bottom. So from the bottom of that 4 vertical, we're going to put a placement to the right, so we can go down and to the right, 1 single. And from that single block, what we're going to do is put 1 below it. And this is actually going to mark the outline of the eye. So from this 1 below, we're going to add 3 to the right, 1, 2, 3. And then to the left, we're going to add 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let me see if it actually ends where it's supposed to. Yep, it's supposed to end on this single block right before the 2 vertical. So, now that we have this flat end part for the eye, we can continue to shave out the eye, and I think we'll do just that. But also, I want you to mark that single that started it, so we can go back to that once we're done shaping the eye and continue with the hair. So, from this little flat, I think it's 9 we have right here, we're going to go down and to the right from the right side. 2 flat, so let's put a placement block to the bottom or right side. 1, 2. Down to right, 9 flat again. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And from that 9 flat, what we're going to do is find the second block from the left. And we're going to put 2 pieces of coal underneath it. 1, 2. From those 2 going down, we're going to go down into the right 2 flat, 2 times in a row. 1, 2. Placement block, 1, 2. We're then going to go up and to the right 2 flat, 1, 2, up and to the right 1 single, 1, and then up and to the right 4 flat, 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. So that's like the top part of his eye shaped out. So what I also want to do now is, now that we have this circular or half a circle shape, to do the pupils. So we're going to go to this 9 flat again that we have right here. And from the right side, I want you to count over 3 to the left. So 1, 2, 3. And once you find that 3rd block, we're going to go below it and put 1 piece of coal. And from that piece of coal, what I want you to do is add 2 to the left, 1, 2. And then put 1 going down from the center. Like so. Now, I don't actually remember if that's supposed to be the color of the eyes, but we're just going to assume that is. I think that's correct, and then I'm going to have to use nether brick for this part, but I don't remember. Anyways, now let's move over to the right side where we have the 4 flat hanging right here, and what I want you to do is go down and to the right from it, 2 flat, 1, 2, and from the right block and the 2 flat, we're just going to add 1 underneath, and then we're going to put 1 grass block underneath that, and then another block of coal underneath that. And that's how we branch the top of the eye to the bottom of the eye. Or what you can do is, instead of that placement block, if you want, you can get the white wool, I want to say, but I don't think we're going to do that yet. Anyways, From that one single, what we're going to do is we're going to go down into the left 3 flat. 1, 2, 3. Down into left 10 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we're going to start bringing that back up. So let's delete these dirt blocks first. And we're going to go up into left 3 flat to start it off. 1, 2, 3. Up into left 2 flat 2 times in a row. 1, 2. 1, 2. Up into left 1 single. Up into left 2 flat. And then up into left 1 single again. So as you can see from the right hand camera screen, the left eye is looking pretty good. There are some sections that we would actually need to mark out with the white wool, and I think I'll do that right now. Let's grab some white wool. And what we can do is we can go on the left side and go up into the left 2 vertical with this white concrete. And on the right side, we can branch these 2 sections with the white concrete again. And if you want to, you can fill that all in. Alright, so now what we're going to do is go back to this 1 dirt block we had up here. And we're going to continue shaping out the hair from there. So let's go back up to it and go 1 placement block to the right. And then add 1 single going up and to the right. We're then going to go up and to the right 2 vertical. So placement block 1, 2. Up and to the right 2 singles. 1, 2. And from the second single, so this highest one right here, we're just going to add an extra block to the right. That's because this is going to be a mix of his eyebrow touching the hair, so it is going to branch off kind of. So from this block to the right that we just added, I want you to put 2 on top of it and 1 below it. The 2 on top is what we're going to come back to when we're ready to finish branching out the hair. The 1 below is what we're going to use to make the eyebrow right now, so let's do that. So from the 1 below, we're just going to add another 3 to the right. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to continually put placement blocks below for these next section. So we're going to go down to the right 2 flat 3 times in a row. So 1, 2, placement block, 1, 2, placement block, 1, 2. We're then going to go down into the right 3 flat. 1, 2, 3, placement block, down into the right 1 single, and then down into the right 3 flat again. And that's it for the eyebrow. It should finish somewhere over this right border right here. And now from there, we're going to go back to the 2 vertical we marked originally and continue making the spikes in his hair. So from that 2 vertical on the top, we're going to go up and to the right 3 singles. 1, 2, 3. We're then going to go up into the right 2 vertical. 1, 2. And then up into the right 4 singles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me just zoom out so you can see the shape we have going here so far. So we have 3 singles, 2 vertical, 4 singles. From the final block in those 4 singles, we're going to do 2 things. First, we're going to go up into the right 2 vertical from it. So put a placement block on the right side. 1, 2, just like that. And the second thing we're going to do is add 8 to the bottom of it. So let's go below it right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. Now once we have that 8 going down, it should be 9 in length, so you can count it out if you need to. But what we're going to do is find the second and third block from the bottom and put 1 to the right of each of those. 1, 1. We're then going to go from the top block right there and just continue go up and to the right. So let's put a placement block on the right side. We'll go up and to the right 1 single. Up and to the right 2 flat. 1, 2. Up and to the right 1 single again. And here's where it gets a little bit tricky because we do have some varying pieces of hair right here. This is pretty weird looking actually. So what we're going to do is from the 1 single, we're going to put a placement block to the right of it. And we're going to leave that placement block right there for a second. What we're going to do is add 1 to the top, 1 to the right, and 1 to the bottom of it. And from the bottom block, what you're going to do is add 1 below it, 1 to the right of that. And then we're going to go to that original piece and go down into left 1 single. That was kind of confusing, so let me just zoom out so you can see. From the bottom piece, we made an L shape, and then we created this 1 single sticking out from the bottom left. From the top bit and the right part, we're going to connect them by putting this 1 piece of coal right here in the corner. And now that we have this 2 vertical, these 2 on top of each other like this, we're going to do something with each of them. So I'm going to mark them, and you can delete that middle placement block now. So what we're going to do from the top is we're going to go up and to the right 2 vertical 3 times in a row. So put your placement block on the right or top part. 1, 2, that's 1, 1, 2, that's 2, and 1, 2, that's 3. From there, we're going to go up and to the right 1 single, up and to the right 3 vertical, 1, 2, 3, and from the top block in that 3 vertical, we're going to put 1 to the right and 2 to the left. 1, 2. From there, we're going to go down and to the left 3 flat, 1, 2, 3, and from that 3 flat, we're going to go to the middle block and add 1 to the top. Now we're going to do another little slant before going back down to finish up that second block we marked. So from this single block we put on the middle block, we're going to go up and to the right 1 single, up and to the right 2 vertical, 1, 2, and then up and to the right 6 singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now going back down to the other block we marked, what we're going to do is go down and to the right from it, 1 single. And from that single, we're going to go up and to the right, 2 flat, 3 times in a row. So put your placement block on the right side. 1, 2, that's 1. 1, 2, that's 2. 1, 2, that's 3. Perfect. We're then going to go up and to the right 1 single again. Down and to the right 1 single. And then we're going to go to the left for a little bit before continuing to the right. So we're going to go down and to the left, 4 vertical, 3 times in a row. So placement block 1, 2, 3, 4. Placement block on the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. Placement block on the bottom a 3rd time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Let's just zoom out so you can see the progress. Or you can just look at the right-hand camera screen like usual. Hopefully some of you guys are becoming experts at this, because I do know it's kind of repetitive, but some of you guys enjoy this, and sometimes I don't see why. I feel like it's very, very repetitive, but hopefully it's just because it's your favorite characters why you guys enjoy building this stuff. So from the final set of 4 vertical, what we're going to do is go to the final block on the bottom and go down and to the left 2 singles. 1, 2. And also, I think there's supposed to be some shading here. I don't know if we're going to do that yet, though. We're probably going to ignore the shading for now. But I can mark off the start of the shading just so that it's not too stressful for you guys later. So also from the bottom block, what we're going to do is go down into the right 3 vertical. And you can use any block you want. I will use, let's use some birch planks or something. Birch or oak planks. Just use anything that's water, I guess. And we can come back to that and see that it's shading. It's probably not going to be this block later, but I just want to be able to distinguish it. Alright, and then from this 4 vertical, we're going to go to the second to last block. And we're going to put 1 to the right. And we're going to use that to create a 19 strip. So we already have the first one here. We're going to go up and to the right 18 singles. So that becomes 19 in total. So let's add 18 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And this is very hard for me to count sometimes. Hopefully I got the right measurements and it meets up at the end correctly, because that can be very frustrating to redo these. But from that, we're going to go up and to the right 2 vertical next. 1, 2. And then we're going to work with the bottom block in that 2 vertical and come back down 2 vertical 2 times in a row. So placement block underneath, 1, 2. Placement block underneath, 1, 2. Easy. Now instead of working with the bottom block in the 2 vertical, we're going to work with the top block over here. And we're going to go up and to the right. And actually, let me turn off my shading layer so that way I don't mess up my own build, because that would be terrible. Alright, so what we're going to do is from there, we're going to go up and to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And from those 6 singles, we can actually do a couple of things. And actually, I think that's shading, so I can ignore that. Yeah, that is probably shading. So what we're going to do is just go to the 6th block right here and go up and to the right 2 vertical. From that 2 vertical, we're going to go up and to the right 1 single. And from that single, we're going to mark it because there's a couple of things we need to do with it. We need to go curve back up a little bit and then bring it back down. So to bring it up a little bit, we're going to go up and to the left from it, 2 singles, 1, 2. And then to bring it back down, we're going to place one block underneath it, go down into the right 2 vertical, 1, 2. So you can see it's kind of symmetrical. We're then going to go down into the right 2 flat, 1, 2. And from the right block in that 2 flat, we're going to put 2 below it, 1, 2, and 1 above it, 1. And then we're also, from that 1 above, we're going to go up into the right 9 vertical, placement block on the top or right side, 1, 2, whoops, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now going back to the 2 flat we had right here, you see how we added this on the right block. On the left block, we're just going to put a placement block underneath it so that we can go down into the left 5 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Placement block underneath it again so that we can go down into the right 10 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then what we're going to do from here is we're going to go down into the right. We can split this into 2 segments. I think I'm going to do it in one though. We're going to go down into the right 9 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the reason I say that is because there are some shading bits that are left in right here that I'm forgetting about. But also there's a piece of the eyebrow that I want to do too. So we should probably do that. So from the 9 vertical, what I'm going to do is we're going to count from the bottom and count 4 up. 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. And add 1 to the left. And from that 1 to the left, what I want you to do is we're going to go down into... Let me just check, hold up. Because I'm pretty sure this is shading, and I don't want to start that yet. If it is shading. It doesn't seem to be shading. So I'm going to attempt it. But if I have to swap the colors later, I will tell you. Alright. I think that's the best way to resolve this. So, from that 1 to the left, we're going to go down into the left 2 singles. 1, 2. We are then going to go to the middle block, so this one right here, and go up into the left 3 flat. 1, 2, 3. Let me just zoom out because this is very confusing, like usual. If I talk too fast, people get lost. So we have this. We had the 3 singles going down, and from the middle one, we actually went up into the left 3 flat. Then from there, what we're going to do is we're going to go down into the left from there, 2 flat, 4 times in a row. 1, 2, 1, 2, that's 2, 1, 2, that's 3, 1, 2, that's 4. Perfect. We're then going to go down into left 3 flat. 1, 2, 3. Down into left 4 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then down to left 3 flat again. 1, 2, 3. And that's the eyebrow. We still need to do the eyeball and connect the spiky hair back down to the face. So what we're going to do is go all the way back down. Back now to where we started this thing, where we had the 4 vertical. We went up 4 from the bottom to put that block to the left. Let's go back to that bottom block now. So from that bottom block, what I want you to do is we're going to go down into the right 3 vertical. So put your placement block underneath or to the right side. 1, 2, 3. Delete, delete. And from that 3 vertical, what we're going to do is on the middle block, we're going to put 2 to the left. And on the top block, we're going to put 3 to the right. But also from that top block, we're going to go up into the right 2 vertical. 1, 2. So you can see it kind of branches off of the 3 to the right we just placed. So now we have 3 different points of interest. Actually, technically 4, but you guys don't know that this one is not going to get any more blocks. So we can continue to the left to finish the eye. We can continue with the right to finish the bottom half of the eye. Or we can continue from the top to get more of the hair done. Now this is going to connect back up together. So I'm going to do that next. But first, let's work with the left block. And what I want you to do from the left block is go down into the left 4 flat. So place some block underneath. 1, 2, 3, 4. Place some block underneath again so we can go down into left 6 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And from the 6 flat, we're going to start on the right side. And from the first block, I want you to put 2 underneath. 1, 2. Then what we're going to do is go to the end of the 6 flat and go down to the left 4 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. And what I want you to do from the 4 flat now is we're going to find the second block from the right. So 1, 2. And we're going to put 1 underneath. And now we have both corners of where the eyeball is going to shape out with a half oval shape. So what I want you to do is from that 1 single we just placed below, we're going to go down into the right 2 flat 2 times in a row. 1, 2. 1, 2. And then we're going to just go up into the right 2 flat and it should connect. 1, 2. Perfect. Now what I also want you to do is from the 4 flat we had right here, we are going to add 3 to the right of it. 1, 2, 3. And from the middle block of the 3 we just added, we're going to put 1 underneath. And that kind of shapes out the second eye like we did before. Now I might try to create some spacing because it does look like everything's connected right here, but I might also leave it. So for now what we're going to do is we're going to go to the end of the 4 flat on the left side, and we're going to go down into the left 3 flat. 1, 2, 3. And then down into left 1 single. I'm sorry for any background noise. Like I said, it's a very noisy neighborhood. I really don't know what to do about it because it's every time I try to record something happens. So I'm just going to have to suck it up. Anyways, so now that's the top part of the eye. We can go back now to where we have these other 2 blocks marked. And from the right block that we have marked, I want you to go up and to the right, 3 flat from it. 1, 2, whoops. 2, 3. And from that 3 flat, we're going to go to the final block in it. And we're going to put 3 below. 1, 2, 3. And 6 above. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And like I said, these 2 sections are going to meet back up with each other. So let's just get that connected. So from the top block, we're going to go up and to the left 5 vertical now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to double layer this up. So each of these blocks are going to get 1 to the left. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. And now to connect everything, we're going to go to this bottom left corner. And we're going to go down into the left 2, then down into the left 3 verticals. So placement block underneath, 1, 2. Placement block underneath, 1, 2, 3. And as you can see, everything connected, so we are just fine. And let me just zoom out. That was just to get like a little niche or a corner of his hair done. But we can also go back to this bottom right piece right here and extend from the bottom now. And that's what we're going to do. So going to the bottom of it, what I want you to do is mark the final block right here. And then also count up 3 and count 3 from the bottom and mark that one too. So this 3rd block from the bottom, we're going to mark that as well. We're skipping the 2nd block, so the 1st and 3rd block have a marker on it. I feel like I'm describing things terribly this time around. I'm very sorry. I'll try to clean up my speech the next tutorial. Hopefully I didn't lose anybody and mess up anybody's build. What we're going to do is work with this block all the way on the bottom now. And what I want you to do is go down into left 4 singles. Placement 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you can delete the dirt blocks. Down into left 2 flat 2 times in a row. 1, 2. 1, 2. Down to left 3 flat. 1, 2, 3. Down into left 8 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then up into the left 5 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. So now you can see both eyes kind of shaped out. And what I can do to connect these now is from this little corner right here on the left, we can go up into the left 2 singles with the white wool. And it connects right there. And we don't have to really connect it on the right side because you can see it's locked out. But what we can do is go back to where we have this marked wool on the 3rd block and add 1 to the right there. Like so. And from that 1 to the right, what we're going to do is go up into the right 2 flat. 1, 2. Find the right block into 2 flat and put 1 on top, 1 below. We're then going to go down into the right 4 vertical 2 times in a row. So placement block underneath, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 1. Placement block underneath, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 2. And let's go back and delete those dirt blocks now. Then we're going to go down into the right 9 vertical, placement block underneath, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And now to bring this down to the rest of the face and hopefully to connect everything, we're going to go down into the left 2 vertical, 1, 2, down to left 1 single, down to left 2 vertical, and then down to left 3 vertical, 1, 2, 3. And everything connected, which means everything met up correctly, which is amazing because usually we mess something up. But as you can see on the right side of the face, the 9 vertical we replaced is kind of far out. And I think what we did in the pixel art tutorial or the time lapse is we did move it over. So if you want to, I think if you move it over 1, it actually looks a lot better. Let me actually check that out real quick. Looks kind of iffy. So if you want to move it over, you can, but a lot of people want to keep it the same, and I understand that. So let me just put it back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I would just keep everything the same, and if you want to skinify the face or make the face skinnier later, you can do that. But this part of the right side of the face looks a little bit kind of thick until we add more detail in. But yeah, so that's actually going to be it. I think that was a good chunk of the tutorial. Actually, let's get the mouth and the nose done, and then we can call it quits. So what I want you to do is going from the center part of the hair, can we bring it down and meet up with the nose? I think we can. So where you see this 3 vertical that we have with the shading right here in the middle, if you go and switch to your placement block, we can add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 placement blocks underneath it. So right here, let's add 11 placement underneath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then 4 pieces of coal underneath that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we can add 4 more pieces of placement block. 1, 2, 3, 4. Followed by 3 pieces of coal. 1, 2, 3. And then to bring that down to the mouth, what we can do is switch back to our placement blocks again. This is kind of tedious. And we're going to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 placement blocks. Jeez. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And then we're going to follow that up with a block of coal. Perfect. Now this looks hideous on the right hand screen. But what I'm going to do now with this block of coal is we're going to add 2 to the right. And then 5 placement blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we're going to add 3 to the right of that. 1, 2, 3. And this sets up the base for the mouth. The nose is already complete. What we can do is with each of these, we're going to extend them down. So with the left 3 flat we have right here, I'm going to go to the left block. And we're going to go down into left 2 flat 2 times in a row. So put your placement block underneath. 1, 2, that's 1. 1, 2, that's 2. And then we can rotate to the right side of the mouth. And what I want you to do from there is go down into the right 2 flat 2 times in a row from there as well. 1, 2, that's 1. 1, 2, that's 2. And then you can delete all the dirt blocks and everything should be in place now. So let's delete the dirt blocks and just see how it looks. I think I did some other further construction on the nose to make it look prettier, but I'm not sure if I remember what I did. So we're going to leave it like that for now. Did I connect the blocks? No, I did not. Yeah, we left the nose like that in the finished build, and it looked perfect. All right, we just need to color it for it to look fine. So we're done with the face. We have to do the shirt and the hair detail, and then we should be done. But that is a lot of detail, I'm not gonna lie. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this pixel art tutorial part. We will have probably 2 more. I thought we were gonna have 1 more after this, but I think it's gonna be 2 more. Be sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed. And this is Phoenix, and I will see you guys later.